And Tripura is grappling with a severe shortage of petrol and diesel due to restricted train movement connecting the state with the rest of the country. As a consequence, the government has enforced strict regulations on the sale of transport fuel. Filling stations across Agartala have been forced to display signs reading "No petrol, no diesel," with those still stocked facing heavy demand and implementing rationing measures. Long queues have become a common sight as panicked citizens rush to secure limited quantities of fuel. Fuel distributors cite a sharp decline in stock levels, largely due to disruptions in train movements along the Dima hasao route in Assam. Inclement weather has further hampered transportation along the Assam-Agartala National Highway, exacerbating the fuel tanker movement issues. Well, the closure of train routes between Jatinga, Lumpur and New Harangachao stations since April 25th, following a series of derailments, has only compounded the situation. Passenger and freight services have been severely impacted, aggravating the fuel supply chain disruptions. In response, the Tripura government's Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Department has issued directives imposing restrictions on petrol and diesel sales. Well, these measures aim to ensure equitable distribution, with vehicles of all types permitted to purchase fuel in stipulated quantities from authorized petrol pumps.
अभी आया हूँ बस पेट्रोल लेने। पेट्रोल मिला नहीं है। दूसरा पंप भी गया, वहाँ पे भी नहीं मिला। और यहाँ आके पता चला कि शायद रास्ता खराब है, रास्ते में रुका हुआ है, कुछ बंद है। तो इसमें पेट्रोल नहीं होगा तो प्रॉब्लम तो होगा ही होगा।
সরকার থেকে নির্দেশ তো এইটাই, 2 হুইলারের 200 টাকার, ধরো 3 হুইলারের 300 টাকার একটা বাইন্যান্স করে দিয়েছে আর কি। তেলের কোনো ইয়া নেই, হয়তো আমার এখানে নাই, আর একটা পাম্প আছে। মূলত গাড়িগুলো স্লোলি চলতে পারতেছে না, হয়তো আমার এনে আসে, তাদের এনে আসে, যা এই কারণে একটু দেরি হচ্ছে আর কি। গাড়ি রাস্তা খারাপ হতেই কারণ হবে। এটা সোনাপুরের রাস্তা খারাপ হয়েছে বৃষ্টির জন্য, এই আর কি। ট্রেন লাইনও খারাপ হয়েছে, মালগাড়ি আসতে পারতেছে না, ওয়াগন আসতে পারতেছে না, এই কারণেই দেরিটা হচ্ছে আর কি।
क्योंकि सुना कि रोड या कुछ ख़राब है, इसलिए मैंडेटरी कर दिया। 200 रुपये से ज़्यादा दूर नहीं जा सकता, 200 रुपये से ज़्यादा भी पेट्रोल नहीं भर सकता। हमको तो बहुत दूर जाना पड़ता है, और भी 1 घंटा से खड़ा हूँ इधर। और सब जगह पर ऐसे है, सब जगह पर ऐसी हालत है।
All right, to know more, I'm being joined over phone line with our correspondent from Agartala, Pinaki Das. So, Pinaki, Tripura is grappling with a severe shortage of petrol and diesel. So, give us more update on this, Pinaki. How is the present scenario?
The sale has been restricted in the sense it has been rationed. How much it has been divided into various categories like 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, and cars and commercial vehicles according to the necessity. It has been like for 4-wheelers, normal car, rupees 500 petrol is given, and long queues are being noticed outside the petrol pump, going long distance, because people are in panic condition when in fuel crisis, and so the government has rationed. Often it happens that unnecessary people gather, and adding to the trouble of the people is the hot sun, and is very much, the temperature is very high. So in such a situation, the common people have to face the trouble. Office goers and daily workers and others, those who need fuel to travel, because in Tripura the culture is that you don't have much of the public transport system here. People are more dependent on their private vehicles and motorbikes. So in that case, they have to, after their normal work, they have to wait in long queues to get filled up their tanks. So this is the main problem. And simultaneously with the train service, we have seen that the route, the surface transport has also been affected, and that is adding to the trouble, because IOC does not have that big station to keep in stock. It's limited. A new one is coming up at Shekarkot, but Till then, we have to depend on these, and even we have seen when the situation had worsened, they had to bring petrol through Bangladesh. But now the situation is not that bad. The track work is going on, and some of the normal trains are passing, but passenger trains are only passing. Those are getting delayed also, but till now the freight trains have not arrived. But very soon it is going to come, and at the same time tankers are also to come. So it is very temporary. Another 2 or 3 days, things are going to be normal. What the authorities are informing us.
So Pinaki, are people still queuing up, at the petrol pumps?
Of course, when there are crises going on, people will queue up at the petrol pump because this is a necessity thing. Because everyone needs petrol for their transportation, and in such a panic condition, more people gather. That is, in spite of people having petrol, they also start stocking it when such restrictions are there. That is the human nature, and that creates more problems. But the authority, good news that the authority is giving, that it is very temporary, and very soon the situation is going to improve and get normalized.
All right, Pinaki Das, thank you so much for all those details.